Hello, my friends. I'm Chris, and this is
I'm
Vickie.
Vicky.
And we are here to talk today about a new business venture that we are doing and how it came to be and where we're going with it. So, maybe in 2024, I had a podcast guest on my podcast. Her name is Nicole, and she helps everyone with feminine leadership. And it was such an interesting discussion to me. And then it came to my attention that she was offering a certification for feminine leadership leaders. And I was really fired up about this. And I thought, this is what I want to do. And I said to Vicki, who she and I work together all the time, this is a great opportunity. This is something that we could really do. So
Yeah.
I dragged Vicki along. I talked her into doing it with me. And so we did. So Vicki, tell me, when I told you about this, what were you thinking about it?
My first thoughts were, what? Okay. And then you didn't even really explain a lot about it, but it was
We
like,
didn't really
if
know.
Christine says this is good, I want to be in. And then one of the funny things that happened was that I got a message. I wanted to sign up. Christine gave me the info, and I didn't see the email that came in afterwards that I had this deadline of when I had to fill out this information. And when I saw it, I was a day late. And I thought, oh no, I want to do this. And so she had sent out a reminder that about the date that it was going to be happening, and if you couldn't do anything after this date. And when I saw that, it was like, oh no, I want to do this with Christine. I got to do this with Christine. So I messaged her and I almost begged and pleaded, let me pay you money, let me do this.
And
And
on my end of things, I'm like, you really want Vicky involved. This is right up her alley. She's got so much training. You're going to love her. You need to let her in. So finally, Nicole relented.
yes.
And because I didn't want to do it by myself, because this is an international group of people I've never met before. And I thought, yikes, that sounds scary. And I've been out of the business world, like the corporate business world, for a long time. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. And I thought, oh, I don't want to do this by myself. So I dragged Vicky into it and we talked our way into it. And then here we are.
That's all
So
right.
the training was 10 weeks, 3 hours a week. So 30 hours of training. And it was intense. A
Mm.
lot of conversations. And we had people from South Africa, from Canada, from where's Crystal from? She's in Switzerland, but she's also
Uh,
from
I can't,
not Russia. It's somewhere near
I
Russia.
don't remember, to be
I
honest with
do.
you.
It's going to come to me when
Yeah,
I go
yeah.
to bed tonight. But yeah, but there's people from everywhere and from the UK and just all over the place. So feminine leadership is completely different in other parts of the world, right? Because
Hmm.
we're used to women in the workplace, and that's the norm in the United States. That is so not how it is in South Africa and some of these other places. So because it's international, we had to learn what's culturally different in the workplace, which to me is fascinating. It was really interesting.
Yeah,
And
and I have never been a corporate person. I've worked for people as just
right,
to be an
right.
employee, but I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years. And so a lot of it to me, and I will be honest, when I first started this, I thought, oof, wait a minute. I'm not a corporate person, so I don't know that I fit in. And it didn't take me long to realize that no matter what you're doing, there's a something that goes on in leadership, especially for us women.
Right.
And so it still addresses all those things, even as an entrepreneur. And so it's not just for corporate people, although corporations want to work with all their women leaders and help them to be the best they can be. So it's just more universal than I thought in the beginning.
Absolutely. I also understood, and I was a little nervous in the beginning that it was going to be super feminist. Totally not that way. So
Mm.
there's even a lot of men who study feminine leadership because things like empathy, things like group work, that is a very feminine style of leadership that everyone can learn from. And so it was eye-opening that way because I was a little bit afraid in the beginning that it would be like man bashing. And
Yeah.
that is not my style. So I believe everybody brings something to the table. And I was happy to report that this is really uplifting for everybody involved, men and women both.
Yes, yes.
It's a
And
really
I
powerful
think
way to do
one of
it.
the things that I really loved too was one of the lessons that we went through. It was as we were learning, it was about how a lot of times as women, we hold ourselves back
Mhm.
because we think that we're going to be judged for being emotional or being too empathetic or all these different feminine type of
Right,
things that we do. And instead, we are learning how to make them as our superpower
right,
and the
right.
reason why we can do things in a different way and it be beautiful. I really loved that part of
Yeah,
it.
me too. And on the flip side too, that I know in years past when I did work corporate, I did have more of the masculine energy. I did show up at the crack of dawn. I did work later than anybody else. I was very driven and very, this is the way it's going to be. So it was nice to see you can be successful and still have that softer edge. It's
Yeah,
good. Really
yeah,
good.
yeah,
And now that we're fully trained, we do a touch base every week to make sure that we're all supporting each other because now we're going off and leading our own groups. So leading our own groups through the 10 weeks, but we're doing some free workshops that we'll definitely tell you all about that are coming up in November. And then in December, we're going to start our own leadership group. So it's exciting.
yeah, yeah. I'm really looking forward to being able to explore these two workshops because they're just like a little tip of the iceberg
Yeah,
of what you're going to learn. And then to think about having the actual group together for the 10 weeks and us to be able to once a week to really pull these people under our wing and help them to be the feminine leaders that they're wanting to be, whether that's a man or a woman. It is really tapping into those powers that make us so much more relatable and
absolutely.
still strong. So I'm really looking forward to taking care of that and taking care of these people and being able to answer their questions and encourage. And
Yeah.
it's just going to be beautiful.
And what's interesting is going into it, I was thinking that it was all corporate people, but it's perfect for entrepreneurs, perfect for people like realtors that have to go, they have a team, but they also work for themselves. It's great for people that have any sort of team or even work by themselves. You still interact with people every day and you
Hmm.
still have those leadership qualities, even if it's just you, customers. It's not that you have to check the boxes like I work at a company, I'm a feminine leader. That's not it. It's about getting in touch with what is holding you back, what's going to push you forward and make you successful. And if you don't know about Vickie, Vickie is a hypnotist. And so she is fantastical at really helping you break your own mental cycles, thinking that you can't do something.
Beautiful. Thank you. And Christine, of course, is this amazing chef. She is an
Mhm.
influencer on TikTok and an influencer on YouTube. And she is an inspiration to me in all the things that she does. But she's definitely shows feminine leadership into the 10th degree because she's definitely inspiring. So you can't go wrong with having Christine being
Well,
here for you.
what I like to say is I like to try a little of everything, right? So I like to be a chef. I was a health coach. I really like expanding my universe. And that's what I saw in here, the opportunity to expand my universe, get to know in an international group, get to see what people, how to move forward with their businesses and what they can do. It's just empowering.
Very
And if
much.
we're not continuing to grow, then we're just staying stagnant. And I'm all about that growth. And I know
Me
you,
too. Me too. Love the
yeah.
growth.
So
And that kind of gets us to really quick to just talk a little bit about our workshops coming up because those are going to be very powerful and it gives you just a little taste of what this is all about.
and they're
So, November 5th is our first one, and it is going to be about invisible patterns that we have in our lives that we don't even realize are holding us back. And it's got some amazing content. So, the thing is that you're going to want to be there so that you can experience it because it is really off the charts with some of the ins and outs that you can start seeing in your own life. And then the second one is November 19th, and that's building resilience. Do you want to talk on that one really quick? Just a little short thingy?
no.
No? Okay, okay.
It's one of those things like, honestly, I would need to refresh my memory on exactly what we talked about. But basically, it is just that you're trying to be more resilient in your workplace and really not let anything hold you back. We can delve deeper in our next podcast about that one because I wasn't prepared.
That's okay. That's okay. I was just wanting what you just said. So you did perfect. Because everybody wants to show up and experience it, but
Listen,
just know.
I'm authentic. If I don't know, I don't know.
That's
So
right. That's right. So the thing is that we want to be able to teach you and help you. So we'll be delving into some boundary things. We'll be delving into some different lessons that you learn from the things that you go through. We'll be diving into some of that self-talk that we do. And both of these workshops are going to be
right.
really good. So that's November 5th and November 19th. We'll give you all the information in the comments and how to sign up. And then our actual program is going to start December 3rd. And so we will have the information for that too. And that is a paid program, but the money you spend is so worth it. It is a game changer. So the workshops are free, and we'll have all that information so that you can sign up, and then we'll have the stuff for you to sign up for the actual program. So if before you even see the workshop that you definitely want to do this, that would be beneficial to you, you can sign up and be ready to go.
Sounds like a plan. I'm telling you, you'll thank us for it because just meeting other feminine leaders is really that's worth the cost of it in general. It's been such a great experience for me to meet everybody and to get to know just the different cultures and different things that everybody's dealing with, but there's so much commonality. I don't know,
Yeah.
it is a great experience. I loved it, and I'm
Yeah,
excited
and it's not like you sit and you listen to us and you take notes. It's not that kind of,
interactive.
yeah, it's very interactive. We go into breakout rooms and we have one-on-one conversations with people, and then we have group conversations, and there is some lessons and some slides and things like that, but it's not like you're just sitting and listening to someone go on and then you have a test or something afterwards. It's not that kind of show.
Very interactive, and the 3 hours go pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it goes super quick because like I said, we break it up and there's a lot of interaction. We have a potty break in there and all that good stuff, but really, it overall it goes by pretty darn fast.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of learning in there too. So you're taking notes and you're talking to people and answering questions. So it goes fast.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So is there anything else we needed to say before
I
we?
honestly, I think that's good. I think we've got everything we need. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. We will get back to you ASAP. I'll leave a link to the website and just check it out. You'll be happy that you did. And by the way, we're not the only ones offering free workshops. So you can sign up for other ones if you see that too, because part of a team. So pick a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we will see you soon.
Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Yes. Bye.